I gotta pull up my channel. No, I don't want the new faster YouTube. Damn it.
Oh, let me go get my phone too.
Okay. Why is it every time once I go live or I'm recording a video, all of a sudden my do-rag starts getting too tight? I can't. I don't need to. Um, I guess we just wait for the notifications. I did the stream right. You have to share it. So I do need to go to my damn channel
Why?
because I have to share the video.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like you need to share
yeah.
with others. Here
One,
is.
two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 12. You have 42 tabs open.
I what?
I said you have 42 tabs open.
I'm mad you're counting. And you know, it's so funny because it's stuff I can't close because I have to. Just, it's so funny because it's stuff I can't close because I have to. Just, let me get the description. It's so funny because it's stuff I can't close because I have to. Just, let me get the description. Oh no, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. I need to mute my video. Okay. Now we share. Actually, well, I'll go ahead and do this. No. I need another tab.
Yet another attack.
It's a little sluggish because we got all this software going. I'm sharing my screen. We got Skype going.
Yeah.
I got the OBS. Plus, we live stream. This is a NASA operation, homie. I understand this. Um, oh no, I didn't mean for that to get in there. You tweet it. All right. Now that I tweeted it,
I didn't even know you had a Twitter.
say this.
So I didn't even know you had a Twitter.
You didn't know I had a Twitter?
No.
Not that you would really have a reason, though, but I share everything with you, so I would just at least mention it. Like, I'm
Or
surprised.
if I did, I forgot about it.
I'm surprised by that.
I probably knew because like you probably tweeted some
Because I
stuff
don't be
out there.
tweeting.
Like,
I just share my videos. That's it.
yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying. You might have
nothing.
did one.
Hey, Diva Queen. Power the 12. Nikki, I think. Can't remember. What am I doing? Oh.
Not that.
All right. We'll just start Nasir and
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Because when we're done, it'll be a video, and the feckless people can just watch it after the fact.
You said heckless?
Feckless.
Oh. Okay.
Feckless is useless. Like, nothing going on.
Yeah, I know what it means. I just didn't know what you said.
Um, I can't find my wristband of strength and power. Can't do anything without it.
Yo, you said your wristband?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just gonna have to do it without it. I'm gonna be self-conscious. I can't do this. I can't. Anyway, for those of you that are watching, we were gonna do this yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to. Some other things took our attention away. Yesterday was Michael Jackson's birthday, and my nephew wanted to do something. He said we should do something. And I thought, yeah, because I always, at the beginning of the month, I always remember it's gonna be Michael's birthday, and then it passes me, and I don't remember it. You know, and because his birthday is in the 29th day of the month, but his death was the 25th of July, I always get
June?
of June. I mean, see, I do that every time. I get them mixed up, just like I just did. So it's just the whole thing with me. But uh, we are both huge fans of Michael Jackson. Um, Many of you guys know that I impersonated Michael professionally for many years. Michael was very lucrative for me. Um, and I had a serious reaction, like most people, when he died. Um, and then my nephew is 6 years old when he passes away.
Said, leave each other alone, and
But
nobody can do what I said.
he,
Get up here and sit down. Get up here and sit down. Now.
that's my sister. but he has taught me something, because he is one of those many millions out there who is a big fan of Michael and loves his music, is still bringing him to life and all that stuff. It just kind of it reassured me, and I imagine that Michael's family feels the same way, that his legacy is forever, because this dude was 6 years old, when Michael passed. And one of the times that he came to visit me when he was younger, I gave him this book, that had a bunch of pictures of Michael, like a magazine. What was it? Was it a magazine?
It was like a magazine, but like it was
A
like it
book.
included more stuff.
Okay. And I promise you, every day we left the house, he would look in that book to pick a different picture of Michael and try and make that outfit for himself that day. I have a whole video of his little snotty nose butt, which I have it, but I don't know if it's something I'll be able to get clearance for the music. But he's doing jam. We're in my bedroom, and he's got the black hat on and the red shirt. The cutest. But he's doing jam, and you could just tell his little body wanted to bring out more than he was giving, but he had more in him to give. It's priceless, I'm telling you. But just that he has such a connection to him, and he watches his videos and his concerts and all that stuff, and then cross-generational, we've been able to share that, and that's like, it's a learning experience for me, and I think it's amazing. But I wanted to say this, and then I'll shut up. When Michael passed away, I was also 6 years old, and I was also six. I was 6. Um. Anyway, I was actually getting my hair braided that day, and I don't know if I've told this story before. I don't know. Anyway, I was getting my hair braided. I remember that the girl that usually braided my hair, she was pregnant, so she had just started, got to the point where she couldn't braid me no more. So it was this other sister that I went to, and so I'm in the salon, and this young teenage couple came in, and they were sitting, just whatever. But anyway, the lady that owns the salon, her name is Mary, and she was still hanging around. She was done with all her clients, but Mary was nosy. And I probably even joked like, Mary, you ain't got nothing else to do. Why you up here just being nosy, just like. Anyway, so her phone rings, and she answered the phone, whatever her damn salon was called. And then all of a sudden, she threw the phone and screamed. And my initial reaction was she's being dramatic, and I'm over her ass. But everybody's like, "What, Mary? What? What?" And she goes, "Somebody said Michael Jackson had a heart attack." So the dancer in me immediately kicked in, and the entertainer, and having such a history with Michael. So I said, "No, I'm sure it wasn't a heart attack." I said, "Because Michael dances at a high level of energy, and I've danced for years, and and I'm sure it's nothing." But the whole place began to get quiet. And then, this before I had a smartphone, a real one, there was some lady and she had a smartphone, and for the first time I saw CNN on a phone. I didn't know that was that's an aerial shot of CNN on her phone at Cedar Sinai. So that was weird for me. But and then it was Michael Jackson collapsed. It was a bunch of headlines coming out in those first few minutes. But um, so now I'm getting a little angst. So now I start trying to I called every contact in my phone, everybody. I know people all across the country. Every person, nobody answered. Wallahi, nobody answered. So now my anxiety is going up, and I'm telling you, you need to hurry up and finish my hair, or I just got 3 more or something. I'm getting worried. So finally, I tell the little teenager, I go turn that radio to something. It's not my salon. They don't know me. I'm barking orders. But they did it. And when he turned the channel, for the first time in years, I realized I hadn't heard Michael Jackson's music on the radio in forever. And there his music was. Now the anxiety was even more. So I'm telling you, you gotta hurry up. And now I can't reach nobody on my phone. I can't. Finally, I get one of my, a sister that I know named Geneva. But she was on the road. I'm like, "Are you hearing anything about Michael Jackson? Are you hearing anything?" "I'm out on the road right now, but I'll call you when I get to the house." Okay. She's the only person I could reach. So now the radio breaks in and they're saying, uh, apparently Michael Jackson has had a heart attack. But then the guy on the radio was kind of sketchy because he was like, we don't want to say too much. And you could tell they were like, he would throw it off to the next person, and then they would say something, they would throw it back like nobody wanted to say nothing. I'm stressed out now. I got to get out this chair. So I she's finally done with my hair. I now get out of the chair. I get in my car. I screech tires all the way home. I get in my house. I'm about to turn on TV. Something said, "Nope, get something cold to drink." I went to the refrigerator, got me something cold to drink, sat down on my couch, took a deep breath, and hit the power on the remote. And I usually watch CNN anyway at that time. So I turn it on, and boom, Wolf Blitzer with them little stars that they do for the campaigns when they're about to make a major announcement. Do 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 do.
Oh
And then
yeah.
it goes to him, and there he's with his fucking pen and that blue card that he holds. CNN can now report. The Associated Press is now reporting that Michael Jackson has died. Like, I'm getting a little welled up right now, but at that time I couldn't. I was just in shock. I couldn't. I couldn't. Like, that can't. This, no. And you watched in disbelief. You saw the crowds at the thing, and then, oh, Catherine's arriving, and Latoya, and oh my God, and it was just crazy. Like, Michael Jackson's been on Earth since before I came to Earth. And he's been on Earth the whole time I've been on Earth. And then now he's gone. It was like uh, uh, like a space and time had been sucked out, you know? And then the official announcement came when Jermaine came out there with the pop collar, because that's all he do. You know, my brother, the king of pop, died today at 2 whatever, and I sunk. I couldn't. But I fast forward just to say that I didn't cry until the memorial when Usher did Gone Too Soon. I cried, the ugly cry, the hiccup, all of it, because it was a full circle moment. I think it was just the energy that I needed to let it flow, because I had done that song at my grandmother's funeral in 1994. I sang Gone Too Soon at her funeral. And that's when I broke down. Like, it's such an empty space, you know? And then I don't appreciate, and we're going to talk about this because my nephew and I talk about this all the time, this one of. You see, there's no one of. You see, one of suggests that there's another one or more that's like that. Nobody like Michael. He was the greatest entertainer the world has ever seen. Period. 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 The greatest. The greatest. The biggest. The greatest. Nobody ever did it like him. Nobody ever did it as big as him. He's the biggest selling artist ever in the history of recorded music, period, that will last into infinity. All these little attempts now uh, to smirch his image, you know, there's powers behind. Several months ago when we were hearing who's better, Beyonce or Michael Jackson, like, that's not even a question. That's like, do you want a tricycle or a stretch limousine? It's not even a contest. Like, why are you asking me this, you know? And then they placed Chance the Rapper. He was placed to make that statement at that commencement speech that he made, that Beyonce is better than anything Michael Jackson ever did, because he's a greasy booty hole ass punk bitch who has bent over for this white devil, will continue, and will say anything for a coin. So this is all about trying to kill off now. Because you remember, right after Michael died, they wanted to start talking molestation and all that, which the brother was found not fucking guilty by an all-white jury in a white county. He wasn't guilty. But remember, we had our first BET Awards, and Jamie was saying, because Jamie Foxx hosted, he was like, wait, you know what they're trying to do to our man? You know what they're trying to do to our man right now? They're trying to do this to him. He goes, but he's ours. He's ours. He's ours. And that whole show celebrated Michael, you know, and then MTV tried to come and do their little thing after the fact. But the best speech ever made by anybody was that old ass bitch Madonna. I don't care what you want to say about her. When she came out there, they didn't even introduce her. She just walked out and she gave her speech. She goes, I was born in Michael Jackson was born in 1958. So was I. I had, you know, 9 brothers and sisters. So did he, or so did I, you know. And this whole little speech she gave, man, go watch that, y'all. It's worth every. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Goddamn it, you talk, Prince. Where do I want to go? Let's see. What do I need to do? Matter of fact, well, I'll play this. Well, I want to find that first. Well, I can do both. I'm opening another tab. How many is that? 50?
No, I think it's like 43.
Uh, not gonna find it. Not gonna find it. Anyways, it was the best speech ever. And at the end of it, she goes, damn it, Michael Jackson was the king. Long live the king. And the place was on their feet the entire time she spoke. They were showing Beyonce and Pink and everybody else in the audience, and you could hear a pin drop. Joseph Jackson and Jermaine were standing down front. She killed it with that. Like, I was like, that whore just did the damn thing. Yes, she did it. She did that. It was the best speech. It was the best anything that anybody said at the memorial or since or in an interview or anything. It was the best thing ever. It was. Alright, just in case there's somebody on planet Earth that has no idea who we're talking about. Let us witness the king. Wait now. I don't know if my volume is all the way. I think it is. Why do I have all this stuff in the way? I don't think they can hear this. Because I should have done it through my media player, and I can control the volume louder. Whatever. And there's a really bad copy. On this song, I probably could use the other one. Because this is still Yokohama. I'm using the other one. For this song. I already killed it off. Yeah, that one I can do. Whatever. We're almost done. I don't know why that came. Oh, that Wind and Smoke, Beyonce. Greatest that ever did it. Here's the damn end. Oh, I can check my volume on my phone. Oh, the sound is good. The greatest that ever did it. Let us make no mistake about that. The greatest. And I'll probably show some other stuff. Because I did see one that was Human Nature. And something else. Because they are tripping. Like, I used the full concert. It's an HD copy that I have that I used in one of my videos. I think I was commemorating Michael last year. Anyway, here they come later talking about some of the songs, but the shit was in free use. White man's the devil. Always has been, always will be. Period. The end. Anyway, are you monitoring comments, Nasir?
Yeah, not really nothing new. Um,
Sweet D, shout out to you. Frank Cardoza. African Goddess. I cried too. I was 10 at the time. A week before Michael Jackson passed, I was having chest pains. At 10? And Michael Jackson was on my mind 24/7. I felt something was going on with MJ. I just couldn't explain it. When MJ passed, I was like, wow. You were having chest pains at 10? Girl. Oh, Diva had to get back in the office. Frank, what are you in this left eye thing? Like, why do you keep telling me this? Why? Like, I'm available anytime on Skype. You can just holler at me. Stop sending me these you know, riddles. Like, what's with the left eye?
My,
Salamu alaikum, Zaki. Walaikum salam, brother. Alhamdulillah. Anyways, so talk about your experience, Nasir. You know, like, I guess like started when you realized that Michael Jackson was a person or whatever. Like, what was your introduction, really, or even whatever? Talk about that. I think that'd be. And I'm getting poor network connection on my screen.
me?
No, forget that. Just forget that. Tell yours. Tell your story. And remember that people don't have all day to watch this. That was shade. What am I hearing? Is your mom doing stuff? Turn down your volume. If you're watching the video, mute that. Mute it.
Yeah.
I'm still hearing something. I'm still hearing it. Mute your microphone. Done. Now. You did it. Don't do it again, because I'll be walking up there to take you out.
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
You've never sounded more amazing. Now,
You said what was my introduction?
Frank, you are officially on my last name.
I mean,
Here's your answer.
you.
Generally, we are under the understanding as Muslims that Allah creates what He wills. So this doesn't mean you're cursed or anything like that. This was the will of Allah. Now, I have my own personal thing, because I don't believe a lot of these birth defects and stuff like that are just, oh, well, that's the way it happened. I think there's environmental things that go on and are still going on that are causing so many children in general to suffer, not just infants, and I don't appreciate it, when we think about Fukushima and we think about the radioactiveness that's in the seafood. I did a whole thing years ago. I told my people, don't eat no seafood. Don't eat it. Don't eat no more seafood. None. Done. And when you do, and your bitch ass is laying up with cancer, we don't want to hear from you, because you heard me and I told you. You see? So don't eat more seafood, because profit over people is what is the American way, and the way of the white man. Which is America. America, white man is the same thing. So, on a personal note, I war with that, because I just don't see that Allah would send a soul to earth and then you immediately have something. Like, there's kids that are born, but like even in the Congo, we see a lot of the people that are working with this mineral coltan, which is in every goddamn cell phone, which is radioactive, and we're seeing spinal, it's a big word, it's a $5 word. We're seeing a lot of the babies born with that, because these men are handling this stuff with their hands. You see? I tell brothers all the time, don't put your cell phone in your pocket. And my sisters, don't be putting your cell phone in your titty because you think it's all just cute and it's convenient. Because your ass is going to burn your damn ass with radiation. These are radioactive devices. That's why you can put it under the bed, under a brick, under a pillow, in a tomb, and call the bitch and it'll still ring. That means that signal is getting through. And it adjusts its own level of power and magnitude in order to receive signal and all that stuff. So you're dealing with a nuclear device. A nuclear device. Understand that. And I see these girls with these little tight ass fucking jeans and they put their phone in their back pocket and it's just, oh, my cell phone. And then they all up here with it. You need to always use like a Bluetooth or something like that. Like I don't talk to nobody up here. I always have you on speaker. Yep, and such. What? I don't be up here on my damn phone. I don't do that. You understand? And then the thing that I have that goes on my belt, which I'm not going to find right now, but it's a thing, like it goes on your belt and then it holds it away from you. You see, this is a nuclear device, everybody. It's nuclear. It's nuclear. It's radioactive. So I think that a lot of things are that. You know, when I was growing up, Frank, I knew kids that had one eye. You know, I knew kids. Wallahi, I knew kids that had one eye. And it just never formed in, like I said, I guess. So it was just nothing there. It wasn't like open. It was just no eye, you know. I knew kids like that, and you know, different things. So, how old are you? What's up, Terrence? Good to see you, brother. How old are you, Frank? Okay. So, listen, like, what research have you done on your own up to now? You know what I mean? Like, to answer that question for yourself, you know. Um, but know this, that anyone who interferes with Allah's creation, they will be companions of the hellfire on the day of judgment, you see. So if this is a natural thing that was meant for you by Allah, or if it was something that happened, you know, because Allah is perfect in His creation. And when He describes how He creates us in the Quran, and how what comes first, and then the bones are covered with skin, and da 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 da, you know, like, there's nothing there about imperfection, you see. So I just believe that it's environmental, especially in this society, you know. I think the best answer, the last part of the answer is this. If you begin to study birth defects around the world, that would be a Google search for you, birth defects around the world, and see which countries have the most birth defects. Because I think that we will find a correlation between the atmospherics, you know. Just like back in 2010 when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, one of the studies that I found was a doctor lecturing a convention of doctors. And he had a big screen up and he was showing a big map of the earth, and he was saying everything in green, there's no prostate cancer. Everything in red, there's prostate cancer. Of course, America was all fucking red. I'm over it. But he said, but now, if you're in one of the green areas and you move to one of the red areas, particularly the United States, you're just as much risk for developing prostate cancer as if you were born there. That tells me it's atmospheric. My father passed away of prostate cancer, but I didn't contract it because of my dad. I was in his same atmosphere. I'm his seed. I'm his child. I went where he went. I did what he did, and I ate what he ate. You see? Alhamdulillah, I was given a miracle, and I had a second biopsy. They're like, there's no cancer. We don't know what to tell you. But, and that also thankfully opened the door and led me to Camel's Milk. But you need to do that search. Find out where the birth defects are happening the most at in the world. You know. The Cure, I've already blocked your ass before with this Judge Judy ass picture. Get to stepping. Get to stepping because I don't know you. I ain't never seen you, and you always monopolizing the room and all that. I'm blocking your ass again, and you came back with the same name and the fucking same Judge Judy ass picture. Nah, not today, homie. Gotta go. I told you should never step before the throne of the Jedi if you're not ready for the wrath. Never. Because I'm a man who says what I mean, and I mean what I say. Damn it. Where's this parasite? You know what, Prince? Oh, you're not in the thing. Go in the, do something in the chat so I can make, no. Yes, so I can make you a moderator.
A moderator. Yeah, I'm in the chat.
Are you?
Yeah.
And you get rid of this thing for me. Go to his channel and block spray road spray on it, whatever you got to do. There it is. Where are you at though?
I didn't comment. Do I need to comment?
Yeah, because I don't know how I make you a moderator without it.
Okay, I commented. Just wait. I'm up.
Okay. Add moderator. There's not a moderator for your channel. Perfect.
Alright.
So, you know, you just click on this person like this. Mira.
No, I know how to do it because I'm a moderator.
You go to their channel, block them, and then remove them. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen. I don't want to wait too long. I don't want my pressure may go up.
Alright, I did it.
Alright, but you still got to go to their channel and block them.
Oh, okay.
Do the pull down again.
Go to channel.
Right. And then click on their flag. When you click the flag, it pulls down and you block them.
Okay.
Kai, what's up, brother? Did you see the video? And I told you I'm gonna go over there and leave a video message for you. I went face down. It was late when I did that video. My God, I didn't wake up till my nephew called me. He was trying to call me this morning. I didn't hear the phone, and then I didn't wake up till after 1 o'clock. Thank God I didn't have shit I had to do today. No, Frank, throw that Bible crap out. That's all folklore. Forget that.
How? Okay.
Do you need me to do it?
No, I got it. No, bro.
Because I'm still seeing this Judge Judy ass bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, how?
Let me do it. Mira. You see? Because I'm sharing my screen with you, right?
Yeah, I did that. Maybe you had to do it because it's your channel, because I have been blocked.
And they purposely went and set up another fake ass channel. Bitch. Um, yeah, Kai, it was on Skype, but I never ended up leaving it because I fell asleep. But if you're not busy later, I need to. These things are jumping. I got to look on my phone because I can't. Uh, you didn't accidentally get the Hitman, did you? Whatever.
No.
Okay. Like, think about that. You just gonna show up with a fucking picture of Judge Goddammit Judy. Tonight, tomorrow, or this weekend. There also seems to be some congruency issue with the audio of the live stream. Thank you, Kai. All these other people sitting up here like parasites. You all tell me it's a technical issue.
Maybe because you're doing too much right now. Like with your computer, because like you got the OBS open and you're sharing your screen.
You know what? Maybe what do you think I should
You
do?
got like 50 tabs open.
I do. But all that stuff is important. It's stuff that I'm working on and stuff I have to have, and I can't. So I can't just start closing tabs.
Or maybe if you stop sharing your audio,
Like these
that
three
might be
tabs
too.
right here. Mira. Like these three tabs right here. That's my lawsuit. That's information for my lawsuit on fucking YouTube. So I can't. So what did you say? Maybe I should
Stop sharing your audio.
stop sharing the audio.
Yeah.
I don't know how to not to stop sharing the audio. You have to just stop sharing. But you know, I really don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's really an issue for some reason. You know, it probably is that I have so many tabs open. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You are going to tell your experience, and we're gonna be over it. That's what we're gonna do. Because I didn't intend for this to be like a long thing. You know, I don't think either one of us did. And we've been at it an hour and a half. So let's begin to wrap up. Let's get your side.
My experience, I mean, my introduction to it was you. For but like,
really,
I mean,
how did I introduce you to Michael?
I was like,
we never talked about what? How did I introduce you to Michael? How did I do that? Talk to me.
Because I didn't, because like by the time I was born, you know, living and stuff, he was done, and then like there wasn't really anything to talk about him for on the news and stuff, so I would never see him.
Right. And by that time, they'd already blacked him out in this country.
Exactly. So, but I remember it might have been him. I don't know because they, you know, he was preparing for that tour at the time, and so that thing was like a picture of him, and I think it was him. I'm and I thought he was a girl. And then me and my mom went to go see the movie, and then that's what really.
Say that.
Cause I remember, cause I said, cause I remember you would always talk about him when we were on the phone, and then me and my mom went to go see the movie.
I still didn't hear you. I was reading something and I heard went to the movie.
I said you would always talk about him when we were on the phone, and then me and my mom went to go see the This Is It movie,
Okay.
and that really, started it.
Okay.
And then from that point on, I just grew. And then when I came there, it was like a year later, a couple years, two maybe, and you gave me the book, and that made it even, um, you know, that started it even more. And then, the two talent shows that I did him. Um, and it's kind of like, it's like you said, it's testimony to his legacy, because like he was done career-wise until he was doing This Is It, but he was before that he was done career-wise, and so there was nothing to really hear about him until his
I
death.
think that's subjective because his level of fame remained constant around the earth. There had been a concerted effort here to make it seem to people that he was washed up and he was over, you know. And then the
Yeah.
final nail in that coffin was the Martin Bashir thing, you know. That devil went there. Michael trusted him because he had done the interview with Diana, Princess of Wales, and he thought, well, if he was good enough for Princess Diana, he must be trustworthy and all that. And he had him there, and he spent 8 months with Michael over the course of filming that. What we ended up seeing an hour or two or something of. And, you know, it was a betrayal. And then it was, look, he's a molester. But you had powers behind that because Michael was the only billionaire entertainer who had reached that status of billionaire. You see? I don't even think Beyonce and Jay-Z have billions yet. I think they're hundreds of millions. I don't think they're billionaires yet. I don't know that, you know. But even if they are, Michael was the first billionaire entertainer. And his assets and his holdings and his worth and his outright ownership of half of the Sony brand. That means if you got a Sony fucking iPhone right now, Michael Jackson was owning half of that shit. You see? So, but you still, your point of view is valid because you're saying your perception was he was over. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick up from there. Go ahead.
And dang, I was gonna say something and then I forgot. Oh, so when you said there was a deliberate, I mean it's true because like he's like number one in worldwide sales, and then here in America he's like 7
Right.
on the list of like biggest selling artists. And he talked about that in the interview with, I forgot who it was, some black dude.
Bradley.
Yeah.
When he was in that hideous blue shirt that I hated. I hated his hair. I hated everything. And what let me know that they know they could have done that differently is because when we saw This Is It, Michael was back to the baby hair with the trickles coming down and the ponytail, and it was like, yeah, that's Michael. But that straight and the lipstick or tattoo or whatever it is, which I'm not even gonna give him a pass on that because I love Michael, but I'm always honest with anything or anyone that I love. Period. The end. And so we will allow for the vitiligo, and so this is also something that is pigmented. You know, your lips. So maybe there was some discoloring going on with that, but then you could have done something other than fire engine red. I'm over it. So, but there he was, and you talking about when he's talking about how he couldn't lift his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he was saying, you know, I'm #1 all over the world, you know, except for America. But I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to say too much. Because right then it was like, well, why can't you say much?
Yeah.
You see? So that suggested some fear. And we also know that Latoilette has said that that Michael had told her, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Dick Gregory told the story, rest his soul now. But he told the story of when the parents, Joe or the brothers, somebody had called him to the house to see Michael. He said he got there, Michael was a skeleton practically.
Oh yeah.
And he said, you need to eat. And Michael said, I can't eat nothing. They'll kill me. They're going to try and kill me, you know. He knew. Michael was not some one of these irrational stars that was partying every night and doing drugs and, you know, just out of his mind and all that stuff. I mean, this was a spiritual, deeply spiritual man. So spiritual was he that he called up John Landis after they had shot Thriller. Hear this, everybody. They had shot the Thriller video. It was finished, complete, done. And his mother had told him, you know, this is against Jehovah and... Sorry. I'm sorry. Try not to puke. Anyways, and he called up John Landis to go destroy it. Destroy the whole thing. Because he didn't want to be in hell after this life. You understand? Jehovah or not, he understood that he was going someplace after this, and it was either going to be good or bad. It was John Landis who convinced him, we can put a disclaimer at the beginning. Michael felt okay about that because he could still keep his spiritual principles protected and intact, and it could still release the video. And imagine if we had never seen that damn video.
That's crazy.
I don't even want to think about it. The thought of that is killing me. Like, I can't. You know, this is and Thriller's the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music ever of ever. Yeah, Africa Goddess says Michael was a smart businessman as well. I admired the way he was a businessman what am I doing? He owned the Beatles. Everybody always says the Beatles catalog. Throw that out. That's like I give you the Empire State Building and there's just one restaurant that's at the top that you love. Listen, the Beatles catalog is just one thing in that. It's not the Beatles catalog. It's part of the catalog. All of Little Richard shit was in there. Any jingle you hear when you're in an elevator, any jingle you hear on TV, on a commercial, I can't even name it. There's so much stuff that's in there. Do you know how many checks Michael would get? You can't even play a song and he gets a check. Literally, like literally. So the Beatles was just one little thing. That's not what made it valuable. You understand? That's what they hype up because they were white. You understand? And their shit wasn't even authentic because Little Richard, they used to back up Little Richard. He's the one that went to Liverpool and he wasn't even interested and thought that was some bullshit when he met him. He brought them to America. Little Richard did that. And by the way, when Michael Jackson got his masters back, when he got this catalog, he went and handed Little Richard his masters. This is not a man who was evil, who was greedy or mean spirited at all. He gave Little Richard his masters. Do you understand? Most of the people you like right now, they don't own their masters. They don't. Prince didn't own his masters. That's how he's wearing slave on his face forever. You see? And then when he finally got him, they killed him. But he gave Little Richard his masters. That's essentially handing somebody several $100 million to give them their masters. That means ain't no filter now. Somebody play a goddamn Little Richard song or anything he wrote or breathes on, he gets a check. Understand that? Y'all know how much I respect a check. So I'm saying, a check. Anuket. It was announced the other day, the Eagles band. Yeah, my nephew told me about this and he pissed me off when I called him. I told him he's dead to me. The Eagles band took over MJ's best-selling album, which I can't believe they hate this mastery. You know what? Here's the thing. We're not counting. And you don't go from being in the Guinness Book of World Records before you pass, many years before you pass. Remember, Michael was in the Guinness Book of World Records before the Bad Album, everybody. Before the Bad Album. Before the Bad Album, Thriller was already the biggest selling thing with 50 million copies. Now it's at untold hundreds of millions in sales. You want me to believe in 2018 this bitch-ass, dusty-ass Eagles from 1960 is going to come along and be bigger than Michael? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm over it.
He has 39 world records. Last time I checked.
No, he didn't. Frank. Throw that out. Michael didn't sell his soul. This black people always come with this so-and-so soul. They sold. Listen, all y'all that are out there that are Christian, you've sold your soul. How about that? You see what I'm saying? Because you're not under the tutelage of the divine, you see, and so therefore you are under the grasp of the Satan. You see, no, Michael didn't sell his damn soul, and that's one of the reasons why they wanted to try and take him down, because he couldn't be used, you know, and he was going to influence his people and humanity for good. You wasn't going to get him out there doing nothing that wasn't, no, So no, he didn't sell his damn soul, damn it. He left his dad because obviously we've known since Michael, when you look at his footage from when they did their audition tape for Motown, you're like, forget those other guys in the back, whoever they are. I'm sorry, who's this kid right here? What's your name, little man? What's your name? You see, like, they needed Michael. He had it. Like I tell you guys, there's 9 of them, there's 9 of us. Our family is just like theirs, and I am the most outstanding thing my family has ever fucking produced. Nobody is more outstanding and more impressive as me, period. Now, that's just a statement of fact. I use that to say Michael was just the most fucking outstanding, period. You understand? Period. That don't take nothing away from LaToya and Rebe and Randy and all them. Just, they're not Michael. And alas, no one was Michael. No one. You see what I'm saying? This is such a little space to look at. You can't see nothing. Again, learn. You see, learn. You know, and don't let them tell you about your great people. That's what this is. Another thing is, you know. Listen, hear this again, everybody. There's not ever been a greater entertainer on the earth than Michael Jackson. and the most famous human being ever known to civilization. Nobody can make the claim. Nobody that's ever been on earth, not even prophets from God, have been as famous as this man. Nobody. Nobody is as famous as him. Nobody. And that burns their ass, because if you look at the greats of everything, it's us. Greatest president ever was Barack Obama. Kiss my ass, all y'all black folks trying to join that white bullshit about Barack didn't do shit. Kiss your, take your bitch ass and die. Greatest president ever, a black man, Barack Obama. Biggest talk show host ever in the history of ever, #1 for 25 years, Oprah Winfrey. You understand? You got to say her name proper, otherwise she might get your money. Oprah Winfrey. And you also have to make a little mention of Gail and Stedman, just so they don't really, because you can get a lawsuit. Anyway, #1 golfer ever in the history of golf ever is Tiger's bitch ass. Understand that. God damn it. The greatest. Wait, I can't name everybody.
Fighter.
But greatest fighter ever. God damn it, Mike Tyson. Ever.
What?
Well, who are you saying? Oh, Muhammad Ali. No, because I don't think of Muhammad Ali.
I was saying, wait, what?
I don't think of Muhammad. You know, that's my hero, my homie. I'll fight anybody. But I don't think of Muhammad. I don't. His greatness is not in his boxing. His greatness is in his humanity, and his
yeah, that's true. But still, I'm still taking Muhammad Ali over Mike Tyson.
Right, we're gonna go ahead and allow it. Sure. We're gonna allow it to be Muhammad Ali. Greatest boxer ever. Well, greatest boxer ever all around. So we'll include that and this. Greatest boxer all around ever, Muhammad Ali. Done. A black man. What else? Greatest basketball player ever to play ever in the history of ever is anybody black you want to name. You want to name Michael. You want to name LeBron. You want to name Kobe. I don't care. We have to fight over who's the greatest, because we just all so great. We just can't even. Fastest man on earth is a black man. Greatest fucking athlete ever in the history of ever, and the only reason they using gender on this because it's a black woman, but the greatest athlete ever in the history of athleticism is Serena Williams. Period. Done. 1 and 2 players in tennis in the world is her and her sister. So I'm saying, so it's gonna be somebody black no matter what. Understand that. The only Miss America that you ever remember is Vanessa Williams, the first black Miss America. Nobody cares about them other houses that ran. You know what I'm saying? With their little crown and gowns and things. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I'm saying Vanessa Williams is a household name and has been so since she came on the scene. Goddammit. I'm saying that's my girl. And she played French horn like your boy. So I'm saying, so that right there is why we got married. So I'm saying that's that right there. I'm getting silly. I'm getting silly, man. I'm getting silly. I'm going off. I'm going off. I'm going off. But yeah. So greatest ever Miss America. Only one that anybody remembers is Vanessa Williams. You can keep going. You know. When we do anything, we are the best at everything. So anytime you see any of them great at anything, it's because we've not been allowed to do it. Like, that's it. You feel me? Because as soon as we get on the track, we're going to dust your ass to death. Like, that's known. You see? So I bring that back to say that, you know, they desperately want to try and replace Michael Jackson as some relic. They go out of their way to say one of the greatest. You see, until I'm sitting in front of one they bitch has. And I say, oh, one of, who are the others? So saying you put them on the spot like that, that's how you always stop anybody in their tracks. Because they don't expect you to bring truth. That's an example of bringing truth and challenging, you see? So you just sit there and you're one of the greatest. Whoa! Where are the other ones? Who are these other greats that he's just one of? Just one of. You see? Like, I have an LG phone. I go, well, it's just one of the great phones, but you have like the $9,000 S iPhone that fucking levitates or something. Not the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Nah, you never equate mediocrity with greatness and excellence. You see, you don't do that.
That damn
You don't,
Starbucks
and you don't let
worker.
anybody else try and jump on your greatness either. As an individual, you don't have to be famous. You just don't let anybody jump on your greatness, but you have to recognize within yourself your own greatness. If you don't know it, you can't proclaim it and represent it and defend it. Um, yeah, brother Zaki, all black everything. Goddammit, it. That's right. Bilal, R&B singer, is the closest entertainer to Prince. He's not the closest entertainer to Prince. See, you're letting yourself be overzealous. Let me bring you back home, African goddess. Bilal did a fantastic job on The Beautiful Ones. I didn't know who he was before that day. I said it. That brother, he took me back to the South Side of Chicago, man, with them braids. How the brothers wore that. You see, like he took me back. He took me back. He took me back. He took me back. He was that brother. Like I could smell the incense burning in his house and everything. You feel me? Like, but when he came out there, if I told you, baby, oh, he killed it. He didn't try and make it his own. He sang it like Prince, and he killed it dead.
Is that Dora Asher for you? Asher probably.
This
No.
is Asr.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, I really don't feel like doing part two. So I feel like I need to go pray and be out. Prince, what say you? Talk
That's
fast.
cool. That's cool.
I never remember to schedule my stuff between prayers. So it always creeps up on me, you know? There's probably one time, I don't remember what I did, that I was like, no, let me make sure I do this after the prayer comes in, you know? But this is what submission looks like, everybody. This is what Muslims do. Doesn't matter what you got going on. You hear that call for prayer, everything stop. Done. Done. Gotta go pray. Done. Sorry. Bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? You could be in the middle of a banking transaction. Take your ass. You see? So let that be an example to you. I want to just say quickly, I feel like we will do another part on this, not today. We'll do another part of this because I have something else that I've committed to teaching as Hey Jedi. I'm so happy you never left. No, Tisha, I'm here. Just that my curriculum is different now. It's different. Um, I just want to say thank you to everybody who got a chance to get, to see the stream. I feel like that we'll probably do another mini part of this because I feel like that my nephew didn't really get a chance to tell whatever he wants to tell. And we can work that out behind scenes so he can be a little bit more ready because I kind of just sprung it out. Because when we were ready to go live, I was like, well, here we go. We're just going to wing it. Let's just go. So I take some responsibility for that. So love y'all all. If you are wise and smart, take this time to go and wash. And you don't have to be Muslim. Just go and sit and speak to your Lord. Not in the name of nobody. Just go talk to him. See what I'm saying? Go talk to him honestly. Honestly. And you'll receive guidance. Like, that's the truth, It's real and not in that Christian way. That don't have no connection. It's not real. It's never going to do anything for you. It never has. We look at his track record, Shut up, Jedi. Anyways, I took the hotkeys off, so now I can't just hit it and we're out. Damn it.
That's tough.
Bye, y'all. Brother Zaki, hit me up with a text and let me know when. Inshallah. I love you all.